Hello, my name is Collection Connoisseur. I collect digital thingamabobs in video games, and today I'm playing Ori and the Blind Forest. And this one is a special video because we're going to play on one life mode, and that means we have to complete the game without dying. So this is a deathless run. By the way, this will probably take more than one stream, so this is the first stream where I'm going to start the run. That's not only because I might die, and I am worried about dying, which I am. I am worried about dying, and I might die. But also because if I do well in this stream, then it's going to take a while to complete the game, because I'm going to go slow and carefully. So it'll take more than one sitting for me to complete the game without dying at all. Now, I have played this game on all of the other difficulty levels now. I've played it on easy during my speed run. I played it on normal in my first playthrough, and I played it on hard in a second playthrough where I went through with no abilities. Interesting that we have to save our game, because saving our game doesn't do very much in one life mode. But basically, one of the things that I'm saying is I believe that one life difficulty is going to be the same as hard difficulty. It's going to have the same problems as hard difficulty has. I'm going to discover that as we go. I don't know if that's true, it's just my guess. And if so, this is going to be very challenging. Let's get Sen. We need Sen very much. Need to be able to defeat enemies. The light and eyes of the spirit tree. Great, so now we get to fight our first enemies. I don't really know exactly how I'll know if we're on hard difficulty. I guess if I get hit by something, I might be able to figure it out. But the main problem with hard difficulty is that you don't get life shards from enemies. And you know what? I think I saw a tiny life shard in the spoils from defeating that enemy, which would indicate that we're not on hard. Maybe we're on normal. If this is normal difficulty, that does significantly make this easier. Also, we're going to use our one blue dot and unlock the Spirit Magnet. Spirit Magnet is definitely the first thing that I want, because Spirit Magnet allows things to come to me. That just gave me a life shard. That little vegetation that I hit, that gave me a life shard. That means that we're not on hard. That's actually very nice. I'm glad that we're not on hard. We're most likely on normal then. I can't imagine that one life difficulty sets you at easy mode. That would be crazy. But let's assume that we are on normal difficulty, the same way that I played through the first time I played through. That helps. That does not make this much easier. It makes it a little bit easier. The main reason that it does not make it much easier is that the main places that I'm worried about dying are places where how much damage things deal me and whether I get life shards from those doesn't matter. They are places where I die with one hit. And if I die in one hit, then it kind of doesn't matter whether I get life shards from enemies or not. Those are the places that I'm most worried about. Those mainly happen at the end of dungeons, but there are several other places in this world where you die by getting hit once. It makes Ori and the Blind Forest a particularly difficult game to play in a deathless mode. I think I want to go above. Even though we moved that boulder right there, I think we actually wanted to go on the upper path first. Yeah, there's a keystone here. And then we can go down and open the door. I am going to try to get mostly everything that you can get. I may not go for absolutely everything, and by those I mainly am talking about energy cells, life cells, and ability cells. I might not go after all of them, but I am going to go after a lot of them. I just thought about saving there. Saving does nothing in this mode. I'm glad that I have learned to save my game, but I actually kind of need to unlearn it for this because I have better uses for my blue dots than saving. In fact, let's use a blue dot right now, because the better use is to unlock ability points. So I know the first 3 that I want, by the way. I'm going through this pretty quickly at the beginning because I know the first 3 abilities. I wanted the spirit magnet, so I collect bits of everything. And I wanted a couple of battle abilities, a couple of combat abilities, because I think that those are the next most important. Just a couple of the first combat abilities are good to get. After that, I'm going to pay more attention to what abilities that I'm unlocking, and unlock them in what I think is the most useful order. You know, I have not collected the map stone. I need to come back here. But I guess while we're here, we'll collect the keystone. At this part of the game is actually a little bit too easy. And what I mean by that is that I'm not playing as safely as I probably should, because I know how to do everything right now. And I probably should be playing a little bit more safely just because anytime I die, I'm done. Even if it's a silly death, like I'm just rushing a little bit and I run into brambles or something. That would end the run. So I need the game to be a little bit harder so I start second-guessing myself. Here we go. Get another skill. This is the wall jump skill. Another thing that's going to be important in this one is the skills that I need to get energy cells, life cells, and ability cells. In my first run, where I just didn't really know the game all that well, I went around and collected things occasionally at different places. I'm going to be a lot more picky about what I'm collecting, and the main reason for that is I want to be very safe. I want to collect things that are safe to collect. So next, I think I want to get a map stone. He gave me a life shard. I like that that enemy gave me a life shard. I've taken a little bit too much damage already, but even though I've taken too much damage, I've gotten life shards for every one of them. So far, I have been making mistakes and not feeling the pain of making those mistakes. This is one of the more dangerous spots really early on. I actually got hit by that guy. I did not expect to get hit by him. I thought I was out of his reach. So be very careful here. I do not need to go fast. And I would prefer just to not take any more damage right now. Don't go too fast. Just go safely. There we go. Get the keystone. Get the spirit light container. Spirit light containers mean that I will unlock abilities more quickly. The enemies came back. I need to be careful about that. Aha. Mapstone fragment. And while we're here, let's unlock another skill. So this is the next one. Increases the strength of Spirit Flame. Spirit Flame is my main attack. That. So I increase the strength of that. I should be able to defeat enemies more quickly. I think the mapstone is right here. Yes. Great. There is the Sunken Glades, which honestly we're most of the way through, maybe half the way through. But I don't think there's anything for me to worry about in the Sunken Glades. Let's get this blue dot. Blue dots are not going to be as important at the beginning, but later, when I have abilities that use blue dots, other than saving my game, I will be using them a lot more frequently, hopefully. So, here's a place to be overly cautious. This is easy, but you can make mistakes. Jump over the purple things. Stay in the middle of the purple things. Jump over the purple things. Great. Not even a point of damage. This, I do not have the requisite blue dots to open yet. And then here, we need to go both places. We'll go this way first. Alright, let's not die here. This would be a terrible place to die. There we go. Did not die. I need to remember that I do not have a double jump yet, because a lot of these things that I'm avoiding would be a lot easier to avoid with double jump, and I don't have it, so I should not go in such a way that I can only avoid it with double jump. And we encounter the spirit tree. Hello, spirit tree. The baby bird murderer himself. I mean, there's a reason that Kuro hated the light ceremony. You don't find out until later in the plot, but there's a very strong reason why the light ceremony is hated by Kuro. Also, let's skip cutscenes. So, now we become, or now Sen gives us the quests. We need to collect the element of waters, the element of winds, and the element of warmth. It's a regular WWW quest. Great. Now let's save our game here. Not that saving the game does anything, because if I die, the save game gets erased. Let's go. This right here, we need a stomper. Come over here, little stomper. Great. Now I need to remember that the stomper is still down there, because the stomper could still hurt me. Where did he go? There he is. Got him. And the third skill. Thank you, Anno. We've learned Charge Flame. Now let's open a couple barriers. There's one barrier. Let's see here. Let's go down. I think down just connects back to where we were, but I don't remember if there's a collectible. There is. A large spirit light container. That was helpful. I liked getting that collectible. Great. That connects back, and we got a thing that we liked getting. I am going to blow up this money egg. Blowing up the money egg gives me some spirit light. Whoops. Can't do that later in the game. If I make a jump, it's got to be a solid jump. So I've got the explosion power. Now I have a reason to use my blue dots. Before, the only reason to use them was to save and unlock abilities. Now I can use it to defeat enemies. And I really should stop saying that I can use them to save, because saving does nothing. Saving my game doesn't do anything when if you die, it deletes your save file. So, this enemy right here, just want to be careful. I'm not going to use one of my blue dots on him. It is a type of enemy that I like using explosions to defeat. But I'm going to use my blue dot to get another ability. So here's the question. I don't think that I care about that one enough. Most of these... Ooh, life efficiency is quite good. Energy pickups give you more. So most of the things where it shows things on the map, I don't think I care about all that much. I'm still going to want to get them. But this one right here, life efficiency is good. This one is very important. And because that one's very important, I'm going to go here. This does basically nothing, but this one means I can convert my blue dots into green dots. The Spider Caverns. There are a couple of nice pickups coming up. There is a life cell over there. I'm going to pick that up shortly, but let's knock this thing down first. Get some blue dots. And then get the life cell. Great. Don't know if I can make that jump. Maybe if I started from higher. It's kind of not important because we're picking up a life cell right here. But also maybe I should learn not to hit brambles on the ground when jumping. Now let's go down. I'm going to try to go down carefully, which is hard when there's all those spikes. So going back there is going back where we were. So let's go the left. The left has an energy cell. Now we can blow things up more, and we have more blue dots that we can convert into green dots. Well, eventually. I don't have that ability yet, but eventually we will. It is in fact the next one I plan to get. Careful over the... Oh my gosh. Get on top of the log. There we go. I wonder if those can come to me. Aw, those two are going to be down there. I'm taking the approach of defeating enemies more than avoiding enemies, because I think it's a little bit safer to try to defeat the enemies. That might not be true, and it might not be... It might be only a little bit. But that's the approach that I'm taking, because I think most of the time I would rather defeat enemies than dodge them a lot. There is a life cell to the left. Should I get that life cell? Here we go. So now we can convert blue dots into green dots. I think I am going to get the life cell to the left. It's a slightly dangerous path to go, but I think I really want the early life cells. So let's go for it. These enemies are harder enemies, at least this far into the plot. I will use an explosion. There we go. I was really trying to avoid that, and he shot it a lot further than I thought. Okay, so here's the danger. We need to make this guy come at us and jump over him. There we go. That was danger, but we were rewarded with a life cell. Now, moving on to the plot. There is a mapstone fragment to get. I do want the mapstone fragments. Let's see where it is so I can carefully get it. There. And then that energy cell is on the other side of this wall. Can't get that. I want to see where the brambles are. I really want Stomp. I like using Stomp to defeat enemies. Let's blow up this money egg. There we go. There's Hollow Grove, and that map actually shows Horu Fields too. The areas in this game are not extremely clear about whether something is an area or a sub-area. I always thought Horu Field was a sub-area, or no. I don't know which one Horu Field is. You can get 100% in Horu Fields, but it doesn't have its own mapstone. So I guess it's kind of in the middle of a sub-area and a normal area. Also, is there any way for me to get that? Not yet. I need double jump before I could get that. And explode. Here's another spot where things are technically dangerous. Still, nothing that dangerous yet. I think the first real danger is when we're going into the Moon Grotto, and there's a place where there's lasers that kill you in one hit. That, I believe, is the first real danger that we come across. Ori, push the rock. There you go. I told you to push the rock. You didn't want to, but I'm glad you listened to me the second time. Be overly cautious. I say overly cautious, and honestly, being overly cautious might be my form, like the world's form of cautious. I guess I'm not particularly cautious when playing games. So overly cautious might equal cautious to you. Hello, Gumo. We will become great friends. It's not just any Gumon. It is a Gumon named for his entire people. He must be the prince of the Goonlons. Oh, 2 survive. Did not expect that. Now, I have died down here before, so I'm going to be a little bit more careful. There are some purple guys that can kill you. I want to go over there. Let's get the ability cell. I know there's an ability cell over this way. There we go. Standing on the wall, holding an ability cell. So now that I've gotten that, this is not a particularly dangerous part, I don't think, but it's a little bit more dangerous than the other parts we've seen so far. And you can see why I thought that was not particularly dangerous. Have him destroy that so we can get this. Oh, that destroyed the enemies. Great. And I've got 2 ability points to spend. Now is the point where I try to decide what I want to do. So, which one up here? There we go. Spirit efficiency is something that I would like to get relatively early. Because the earlier we get it, the more it helps. And it would help by unlocking these abilities more quickly. Now, this one doesn't do a lot. This one doesn't do a lot. This one is really good. And this one, Ultra Defense, is really good. So the question that I have for myself is, do I want to go down here before going down the efficiency track? I think the answer is yes. And the answer is yes because these 2 on the way are also quite nice. And this one is quite nice too. So we're going to go a little bit down this track until we get to Spirit Efficiency, and then I'm going to go on the efficiency track. There, that was some strategizing. Time for more danger. Technically, this is dangerous, but how dangerous is it really? Let's go over to the right first. I really don't remember what's to the right. Let's see. There is this. Oh, and I need Stomp. If I had Stomp, I could get an ability cell over here. Okay. So nothing really over there for me yet. Now, there we go. This one is next. Wait a minute, not that one. This one is next. Great. Now here. Wonderful. The only purple barrier like that in the game. I've said that several times in my videos, but still, it's interesting to me that that's the only purple barrier. I not know why I didn't get life efficiency last time I created a soul link. Okay, this is the first really dangerous part in this game, because that would kill me in one hit. And I need to time when I fall. Okay, get on this wall. Great. Now run. There we go. That was the first time that I could have easily died. Now, there is a spirit well over here. The spirit wells are nice. I was already at full blue and green dots, but one of the main uses to me for the spirit wells in this run is regenerating your green and blue dots. We are following Gumo. Let's open this. Forget what's over here. Aha. A place where I could easily die. Not going over there. Now, here is another place that is technically very dangerous because a misstep would cause your death instantly. The crushers are instant death. Still, it's not too hard. The crushers are slow. And there are more difficult crushers. Oop, oop. I fell. I hit the spikes. That was very bad. Right, now I'm worried. And I'm worried because I have half health. Let's use a blue dot, convert it into a green dot. And then we're going to get these green dots right here. Great. Now we're at full health again for the battle. This battle, I'm not actually worried about. I've battled these things so many times that I don't think I'm going to get hurt much. I did get hurt once, though. I got hurt from a place that he had left a spiky ball on the ground. Great. Here's a blue dot. That's nice. I'm out of blue dots. And blue dots equal green dots right now. So, beware the crushers. Be very wary. One more set of crushers. Good. Now, these crushers I have died at a couple of times. So what do I need to do? I think I need to go... Definitely don't want to go the bottom path. I need to go the top path. And I need to go the top path quickly. There we go. Did not die to the crushers. I feel good. And I can avoid those crushers on the way back too, so they will not kill me now. This one, also a place where it would be easy to die, but it's also easy not to die. Just need to be careful. I would like to get the key though, because that's an important part of not dying there. And there are a lot of spikes. Oh man. I'm gonna refresh one of those green dots. Okay. Full green and blue dots again. I like that situation. And careful. Here is another skill. I think this is the 4th skill. Hello, Stomper. This one is double jump. Double jump is excellent. I really want double jump. Great. Now, what's the next dangerous part? I mean, I know of a dangerous part next, but I also don't know. It's an optional part, and I'm not sure that I want to do it. I'll talk more about it when we get closer. First, we need to go back. And one of the nice things going back this way is I can avoid the crushers that could kill me. Let's jump over these spikes. Great. Successfully jumped over the spikes. Oh gosh, there was still an enemy. Need to be more careful than that. There's another blue dot. And let's go this way and unlock the map. So directly below me, that is technically a dangerous place to go, and it has a blue dot and an ability cell. I'm not sure if I want to go there. I think that I will. All I have to do is take it really slow, and it won't hurt me. So, this way over here, start by going through crushers. Crushers could kill me. Let's not get killed by the crushers. Next, there's a couple dangers. But let's take out some simple dangers. So one of the things, this is going to be important for the puzzle. Dropping this down. There are spikes to the left of me that I'm not going to hit. Jump over those spikes. Also, I just realized I need one more blue dot. Let's get one more blue dot. Gosh. I think I've done this a couple times coming here, where you need 4 blue dots, but you only have a max of 4 dots at this point. I will go down there again a little bit later, when I have the requisite 4 dots. This is a life cell, also a very easy to get one, very safe. And then to the left here, we only have to go through that spiky adventure once. But we do have to go through it once. Be careful. I do have full health, so if I hit the spikes once or twice, it'll be fine. There we go. There's also a blue dot. Since I'm already partway through the spiky place, let's go through the rest of the spikes before I go back. Now, this spiky place, we will be careful. There we go, that was careful. I think these I've gotten hit every single time that I've played this, and I just didn't. I'm a much better player now. I have accomplished, I've mastered this room. Never mastered this room before. That one looks dangerous, but it's not that dangerous. Now, right here is a place that could kill me. Let's not die here. Wait for them to be as low as possible, and then jump. Great. Did that perfectly. It was easy, but it was also potentially dangerous. Open this, and now let's go down and get that blue dot that I left back there. So, avoid the crushers. Step 1, don't die to the crushers. Step 2, open the door. Great. Opening that door is important. So that blocks a deadly laser. Visibility cell looks dangerous. Don't think it's that dangerous. Nope. No problem. Can even get back, no problem, right? Yeah. Now, whatever you do, don't do something that would make you fall into deadly lasers. There. Now, careful over here. There's a ball coming, and there are spikes on the ground. Gosh, I did not think that I went the way. I thought I had jumped to the right. Like, I thought I had input jumping to the right. So I'm kind of sad that I got hit by those spikes. The main thing about this one is after it blows up the thing, make it so that it's pushing the deadly ball into the wall. It's a giant spirit-like container. Let's unlock some abilities. So, Ultra Spirit Magnet, I like that. And Energy Efficiency. I like that. Next one is not so important, but the one after it is very important. So that's where we're spending our next 4 ability points. Now, all of the deadly lasers are off, but there are still spikes. Don't hit the spikes. And especially don't get killed by the crushers. Dying to the crusher right now would be very sad. And now we follow Gumo. And go to the Jinzo tree. What's the next dangerous thing that I'm going to do? I think the next dangerous thing is in the Jinzo tree. Everything before that is relatively easy. Although, these rocks are dangerous, right? I have actually died to these rocks. In my first playthrough, I died to these rocks. But I'm not going to die to these rocks today. I will be the utmost of careful. I got hit though. I got hit twice. I got hit 2 times by rocks. Showing you how dangerous they really are. Healed up to full though. And then get the secret. You can save Gumo after you get the secret. What's down there? That's just a refresh on blue dots. The water vein. So I've completed now 1/6 of the story events in the game. So I'm 1/6 of the way through my Deathless run. Now, do I want to go through that? I think that there's a life cell at the top, but let's come back to that after we do the Jinzo tree, because it becomes a lot easier after the Jinzo tree. We can go over to the right, but I believe you need Bash to actually get the thing over there. This one, oh, the crushers. Huh. Should I even attempt this? The benefit is a blue dot. The detriment is the run ending immediately. Huh. I mean, I know where the crushers are. That's the thing. All I have to do is rush through where the crushers are. And be careful and be slow. So there's a crusher to the left of me. I don't think there's any benefit to going to the left. Don't remember. There's a crusher right up here. But we just need to go straight past. There we go. Unfortunately, I need to trigger it in order to go up. And we got the blue dot. That was technically rather dangerous, but knowing where the crushers are makes it a lot less dangerous. The first time you go through, I'm pretty confident you die. Most people would die their first time going into that room. This one, not too hard. And I think that one was a giant spirit light container. So it's quite nice to get. What's over here? That is Deadly Laser Town. You know what? Rather than going through the deadly lasers, I can warp. That's kind of nice. Let's go back to Thornfelt Swamp. Is that where I already am? That could be where I already am. Would it teleport me if it was where I was already? Okay, no. It is a different place. Now, I'm heading straight at the Jinzo tree. Is there anything that I want to get before going into the Jinzo tree? Not really. I've got 7 green dots and 6 blue dots. I think that's pretty good. Alright, the Jinzo tree. The end of this dungeon I could legitimately die on. I probably won't. I feel like I know the end of this dungeon okay. But still, it's a place where I could possibly die. There's a real chance, and I should not ignore that real chance. I did get hit once there. I guess because I got hit once... Oh, there's a... I was going to heal myself, but there's a healing thing right there. This room, I don't think is very hard. There's one jump that I think looks really hard. It's this one right here. But I haven't missed it in all 3, now 4 of the playthroughs that I've done. And then the main way that you die here is by not knowing where you're going to get put out. I should use my blue dots, convert them into green dots, because if you don't know where you're going to come out, you might actually get hit, and each hit does 2 damage. I could have also skipped that. Just realized that this is the shortcut place. I did not use the shortcut this time. This room. Just notice where you're about to go. If you don't see where you're going, you could die. Great. Short little puzzle. I know this puzzle pretty well. What's next? I think there is a mini boss next. The mini-boss, I'm not worried about, honestly. Put it into position. Great. Refresh on blue and green, and then the mini-boss. I think this mini-boss is quite annoying. For one, the first time that I played against it, I just did not understand the battle. So I kept thinking that we were supposed to get him to hit the purple barrier. Which, to be fair, there was one other purple barrier that you've dealt with so far. And what you had to do was get one of those enemies to hit it. Alright. This room. Kind of an annoying room. Just don't hit the spikes. That's okay. We do not need to get it the first time. Just need to not hit the spikes. And then... I don't remember this room very well. Let me remember. So we go down here. That puts us directly on spikes, which I saw, but I pressed the jump button at the wrong time. Then what we do is we refresh a green dot. And we get my favorite ability. I'm sure it's not only my favorite ability. I'm sure most of the people that play this game love Bash. See that we have some spam in the chat. Very sorry about that. In fact, we're going to take care of that. Okay. Next, we are using Bash. This is the Bash training area. And there's another mini-boss coming up. Also something I'm not worried about at all. And then what I am worried about is the end of the dungeon. I think I missed completely. Let's try that again. Oh man, I knocked myself directly into the enemy. That's kind of sad. There we go. That's exactly positioned. I will get that blue dot. That's an easy blue dot. Doesn't take much time or energy to get. Just need to use this guy's attack. I really am collecting energy cells quickly. I remember the beginning of this game feeling like a huge rush of new things. And I'm getting that feeling again in this run. So, get that one. I think these keystones are actually not too hard. Although, I believe this is another place where I did die the first time I played through it. Open the door. The doors open so slowly. Great. This mini-boss. This mini-boss looks a lot harder than it is. Done. That was that mini-boss. Now, here is a spirit well. Don't know why I'm going to need the spirit well in this one, but let's get every spirit well. I've got a couple of rooms before the big danger part. The left room, I've always thought the left room as the easy room, but in terms of possibly dying, I think it's actually the harder room. Like, there's more danger in this room than there is the right room. The right room is just harder to do. I say that, and I have quickly gone through with no problems in any way. So I guess it wasn't so bad. The right room. The right room is annoying. But it's just annoying. It's not particularly dangerous. You just have to know to defeat the enemies first. If you defeat all the enemies before you actually do the puzzle part of the room, then things will be fine. Great. Defeated the enemies, let's do the puzzle. I'm sure that there are fast ways to do this puzzle, like you could redirect this thing not just through the redirectors, but also just redirect it up and position it to the ending goal, like straight off the bat. I'm gonna do this the normal way. I just realized I need to use that to bash up here. Great. Now, for the first part, the part of this game that I'm worried about dying. The early part, I guess. So, every dungeon at the end of the dungeon has a place where I have died easily, even knowing what I'm supposed to do. So, let's not die. I know what I'm supposed to do. I just need to do it the first time very close to perfectly. I need this guy to jump. Great. Now I need this guy to shoot. I'm not going after the optional spirit light. I need that guy to shoot. Do I need this guy to shoot? I'll use it. This one I need to bounce. And this one I need to bounce off of this one effectively. Great. I've died there recently, so not dying there was nice. By recently, I don't remember if it was my speed run. I think it was my speed run where I died at that part. Oh gosh. I managed to get that bash off. Holy cow. Almost died. No optional spirit light. And up. I'm at the end of the dungeon. There we go. Did not die. I'm gonna take a quick breather. Just watch this cutscene because my heart is racing a little bit. And because I almost died there. Hello, Kuro, the main antagonist of the game. It's also a spectacular cutscene. Ori falls, and Kuro is clearly about to kill Ori. Like, clearly. And then right when it happens, the screen goes black. And we find out that Gumo saved us. Great. Next part is getting stung. I can't think of any danger on the way to getting stung. So it should be just as simple as going through and playing the game normally, without worrying, letting the heart rate rest. I will defeat the piranhas, because like I said before, I think it's a little bit more safe for me to defeat the enemies than for me to try to rush past them. Although now that we have Bash, it is a lot easier to rush past the enemies. I felt like that jump was a little bit more dangerous than I was expecting it to be. Okay, let's explode that up there. A little bit of Spirit Light. I have enough to get a skill, but I don't care, or an ability I mean, but I don't care about the ability that I'm going to get next, so I'm going to wait until I've got 4. Now, we need to go down. I'm going to use the air pockets quite liberally, simply because, well, I don't think that I would die from getting hit. And by getting hit, I mean from losing air and getting a little bit of damage because I'm out of air. There's no reason to risk it. In fact, there's no reason to risk this either. Go through the safe way. There we go. And go through this. This is optional because it's just the mapstone fragment, but I like getting all the mapstone fragments. Now, these enemies, really just an annoyance. Let's mostly ignore them. This is good timing to go through this. And there is a secret path over there. Don't remember what's at the end of the secret path. Let's check it out a little bit. And that was for a tiny amount of Spirit Light. In some ways, that was not worth it. In other ways, didn't get hurt, didn't feel like I was going to get hurt. So I guess it was worth it. Kill the piranha. Now, we rescued the water. We cleared the water, so we can actually go in the water. Is there a reason to go in the water? No, there's not a reason. There's a reason to go the up path. You have to. You have to go up the up path. Let's go up the up path. There is an enemy up here. I'm going to use him to bash. That was pointless. That's the way you get back. Let's bash to the left. Don't hit the spikes. I like using bash off of that to get up here. Don't think you need to, but I like it. And let's get Stomp. Now, having gotten Stomp, I think that we can go and we can get the optional skills now. I think that's what I did in my first playthrough, is I got the optional skills, Light Burst and Dash, right after getting Stomp. And I don't really see a reason not to do that. I don't remember if that path is particularly dangerous. It might be. That might be a reason not to get those now. But I definitely want to get Bash and Spirit Burst in this run. There's a lot of reasons to get those. Dash, for one, makes some of the escape from Kuro scenes a lot easier. And so I want that, because those are places where I could easily die. And Dash reduces that chance a little bit. And then the other reason to get those is you can unlock more stuff in the game because you have those abilities. You can get more ability points, ability cells, life cells, and energy cells. And those also contribute to me surviving. Now, if I go up here, that's an ability cell. Wonderful. I still feel like I'm flying through abilities. That has not changed from the first time I played through this game. I felt like I flew through abilities then too. Now let's crush through this. This is not the most exciting of secrets, because it's just a money egg. Money eggs give me a tiny amount of spirit life. Not the most exciting. These enemies, I just want to bash off them. Now, I got this one. I think there was one lower that I did not get. Man, he just hit me with a spike. This one. Nope. It was not this one. Was it even lower? Yes. So I need to keep going down. This one. This one was initially dangerous because, one, the water was poisonous. Two, when we first saw it, we didn't have double jump. And three, we didn't have bash, which makes this challenge a lot more trivial. Great. There's a life cell. Now, where is the spirit well? The spirit well is above me. Let's go to the spirit well and... Oh man, what about this one? That one is dangerous, I think. So let's be very careful as I go through this. I think that there's a crusher. Yes. There are a ton of spikes and a crusher. So, trick the crusher. Then go through. And another life cell. Great. Just collecting a bunch of life cells. That'll make this a lot easier. Oh, I got hit by that guy. Trying to go too fast. It won't make a difference, but still. Should not get hit by that guy. Now, let's get some more skills. Now, in my hard run and my speed run, I didn't go over here. So my memory of this comes from only my normal run. Let's skip the cutscenes. You cannot skip the cutscenes, apparently. Let's watch the cutscenes. Of the child who embraced our light. Okay, what is over here? Go slow. I know that it's dark. Did get hit already. Don't like that. There is a spirit light container there. And I just got my 4th. I cannot save. It's probably because there are enemies nearby. It's still an unsafe zone. Is it just unsafe because it's all unsafe? Or is it unsafe because there are enemies nearby? Do not know the answer. This is a safe zone. Maybe it's safe because of the mushrooms. So, we get this. That's fine. And this one means that we will get skills faster, or abilities faster, I mean. Now, I see spikes, so let's be very careful with the jumping. Careful with the jumping. There's lots of spikes here. The light from the spirit tree. Let's pick it up. Now this is the spirit world. I'm making the spirit world visible. And while it's visible, I can jump to objects in the spirit world. Going to avoid the danger from the spider by killing the spider. There we go. Success. Spider number 2. Destroy. Got him. And then here I can get this spirit light container. And then keep going this way. Now, oh right. This is a place where you could really die. Drop it! Drop it! Alright, I dropped it. Now what? I dropped the ball. Like, literally, what I did was I dropped the ball. Where's the ball? I think the ball left. It probably went back to where it came from. So let's get it back from where it came from. The reason that I dropped the ball there... There it is. The reason that I dropped the ball is because I was standing on spikes. And if you can't jump... If you can't jump and you're standing on spikes, then you're just gonna die. So I dropped the ball so that I would not die. Okay. Don't get hit by all of the danger. This is probably kills you in one hit. Oh my gosh. Did not like bouncing on that unintentionally. Oh, no! There goes my run. I died. Alright, well. That's unfortunate. How far are we in? We're an hour in. I'm gonna start from the beginning and get back to that spot. Is there a way that I could make that section easier? I don't think so, and I really do want those 2 optional abilities. So, while I'm going through, I'm gonna think about it. I died early enough that I'm going to continue this stream and get to a place where I can start again in my next stream. But darn. How can I do that better? How can I do that better? I mean, that spot is dangerous. It really is dangerous. It's one of the places where you can die in one hit. And therefore, I don't know. We're going to unlock the same things in the same order as last time. I think all of the decisions that I've made so far are still good decisions. I wouldn't change any decision that I've made so far in my first run. So for that reason, I'm going to go back and do pretty much the same way. Maybe a little bit faster because I feel a little bit more confident, but not a lot faster because confidence can kill. I do want to get all of the spirit light. I was holding a ball during that step, so my double jump, my bash, all of those skills that I had really didn't help me. And none of the life cells that I had helped me because you die in one hit there. Yeah, that's just a dangerous section of the game, and there are a fair number of those dangerous sections. I still want those abilities. I still want... Man, I keep switching abilities and skills. I still want those skills. The light burst... I do not have any skills right now. I do want the light burst and the dash skills. So I'm gonna go for it. And going for it early is also good, as long as going for it early doesn't make it more dangerous. And to my knowledge, it doesn't. No skill or ability or extra life cells that I would have gotten would have made what I just died at more safe. So I think I would still go for that as early as I did in the last attempt. The other option is to just not go for it, and I'm not going to do that. Hey game, I have seen all of the things. I clicked try again on a you died screen. I know what keystones are. You do not need to tell me again. This life cell is always very nice to get. I liked when I got the life cells near the Moon Grotto too. The order that I got those in, I liked. So I'm going to do that again too. I do not have the skills that I was just using before. I should stop trying to use the skills that I just had before. where is the first danger spot? I don't know where the first danger spot is. I guess the first danger spot is when there's those... when I'm following Gumo, and there's the lasers that can kill me in one hit. Lasers that kill me in one hit is the perpetual danger spot. I have a couple of ability points. Let's use them to unlock the first 2 combat abilities. I liked that decision too. First 2 combat abilities makes it easier to deal with enemies, which makes it safer to do things in the game. Hello, Phil. I would like to know how to jump off of walls. A wall jump. Let's jump off of walls. I'm a regular acrobat. I do not have double jump. Remind myself that I do not have double jump. When I'm jumping over spikes, I need to get over the spike on the first jump. I almost jumped to that enemy's attack. This enemy hurt me last time. Let's defeat him without him hurting me this time. There we go. And then this I can go through a little bit faster than I did the first time because of confidence and potential stupidity. Potential stupidity comes with confidence. This gives us the map stone fragment. Then I can go back to the map stone. I'm doing this path slightly more efficiently this time in terms of the order that I'm doing it, because I got the mapstone fragment before going to the mapstone. Not that efficiency is the most important thing, but kind of nice. I like efficiency. First mapstone fragment, I've got 2 blue dots, 3 green dots. I keep thinking about what's dangerous, and I keep coming back to the lasers. The lasers that kill you in one hit are dangerous. I mean, that section of the Gumon tree, not the Gumon tree, the Jinzo tree, at the very end, that's dangerous too. But I was worried about several things in this run that I guess shouldn't have been that worried about. Let's learn about these doors. You need energy cells to open those doors. That's what Sen tells us. Ouch. That actually does 2 damage, which means getting hit by another one of those would kill me. So I should be, I don't know, slightly careful. There we go. So, I know that Sen is very much like a little fairy figure, like from Legend of Zelda, but I've never considered Sen to be as annoying as some of the Zelda fairies. You know who I'm talking about. However, going through the beginning of the game multiple times in a row, really makes Sen seem pretty annoying, because she keeps telling you things like, these are life shards, these are energy shards, these are energy doors. Let's get to the cutscene so that we can skip it. There. I'm too impatient. I need to hear about the waters, the winds, and the warmth. Great. Next is the spider caves. Spider caves, no problem. We need a stomper. Remember that the stomper survives, so when you go down here, he can still hurt you. Like that. Hurt me a couple of times there. Apparently I told myself that, but I didn't change my actions. So verbalizing it didn't help me at all. The charge flame is nice. It's the first reason we really have to use blue dots. Let's go down here and unlock the way back. I luckily filled my ability circle. Got an ability point, which filled up my blue dots. Otherwise, going back at that time would not have been useful, as I didn't have any blue dots. But let's unlock the next ability. My next ability is going to be... I really want that one, so we're going to go here. I really want to be able to convert blue dots into green dots. I think that is a good safety method to be able to convert my blue into life. Doesn't save you against the lasers, which are the only things that I'm worried about right now. But it will save me against things that are later in the game. If I get there. Have to get there first. These guys can bounce up and hurt me if I'm not too careful. I saved my game for no reason. Waste of blue dot. Let's get some blue dots back. Back here, there is the life cell to the right. It's an excellent thing to get. I do not want to put blue dots into that door. I have other reasons to use those blue dots. Such as this. And refresh. And then use another one. Let's see if I can actually jump over all these spikes without getting hit. There you go. Just have to start up very high. Another life cell, and there's another energy cell pretty close by. Now, dropping down seems dangerous. There was some spikes on the side wall that I could have hit. And here's an energy cell. You just collect so many things at the beginning of this game. Probably shouldn't have jumped like I did right there. I do not have a double jump. Could have fell into the spikes. And what's next? Next I want to go up, unlock another map, and get another life cell. I do like getting all the life cells. I just hit some spikes, some brambles that I didn't see. The inability to see brambles has been a problem for me in the past. If this was on the hard difficulty, where nothing gave you life shards, this would be so much more dangerous. But I do like that this appears to be on normal. The 1 life difficulty uses the normal amount of life shards and energy shards and damage that enemies deal you. I don't know why I didn't defeat that big enemy with a blast. I could have. I like defeating those enemies with blasts. And then here is one of the first dangerous parts of this run. Jump over this guy. Not that dangerous, but it is a place where I could die. But I don't feel any amount of danger until we get to lasers. Lasers are the bane of this run. Mapstone. I do like getting all the mapstones, and I will blow up this money egg too. Bounce, bounce. There's an enemy there. Should I blow up that money egg? I'm not gonna bother. Let's move forward, get to danger sections. So, blow that up. Only hit the front one. Now, this is a spirit well. This is a spirit well that I intend to use multiple times. It's a well-placed spirit well. Pushing a rock. Not very exciting nor dangerous. I mean, it looks dangerous because there are circling spikes, but they're no problem. See? No problem. And we meet Gumo. I do like Gumo. Gumo's fun. Look at how much he loves that water vein. He technically stole the water vein, but nobody else was using it. Man, I only hit the first one again. I'm surprised. I thought I had regularly hit both of them when I've used that before. So, this, I want to go over this way first, because there is an energy, or not an energy, an ability cell. Hurrah. And let's get some ability points. So this is the one that I really want. Let's get that one. And then next, we really want this one. So we're just going to climb this tree a little bit. Now, let me use another explosion. There we go. Hit them both that time. And this got knocked out, so we'll get one of those. Oh, great. Collect some more ability energy. I learned last time that there was nothing on the right to do. We're just gonna go straight. And then that one needs to see me. There we go. And then the only one of these barriers in the game. I keep saying it because it's so interesting. Alright, here's the first danger. The first thing that could end the run immediately. Let's be careful. Oh gosh, don't bounce too far up, Ori. Wait for the laser. Make that jump. Good. Good. Did not end the run there. We will go down. We'll definitely keep going down. And Spirit Well. I like this Spirit Well. One of the reasons that I like that Spirit Well is because it means that we do not have to go through those lasers again. We can always avoid going through the lasers by using that Spirit Well. That we're not going to do yet. Might as well knock that out so I get a little bit of Spirit Light. And we're following Gumo. Let's open that door. Not going to do that door yet, but it's open. Alright, so the next thing that could just end this run immediately is the Crushers. If I try to go through too fast through the Crushers, could just die. So we're going to be extra careful at the Crushers. Extra careful, Crushers. You are in an annoying location, sir. Thank you for dying. And then a mini-boss. So the mini-boss is no problem at all. Just takes a little bit of time because we're not very strong. There we go. Mini-boss down. Now to go back through the Crushers. Remember, Crushers can kill you and end the run immediately. Don't die to Crushers. Careful on the Crushers. Crushers mean careful. Those Crushers were not the bad Crushers. These are the bad Crushers. You have to be careful. Remember, you have to go on the up path. You have to do it quickly. There we go. Now we will avoid those Crushers forever. No reason to go back through those Crushers. These Crushers are not so bad. It is easy to not die. It's also easy to die, but when it's easy not to die, it's fine. Oh, I did not get hit by the spikes. I think that is the very first time in this room that I did not get hit by those spikes. Let's continue that through the rest of the spikes in this room. Ho ho, I have mastered the room. Really just want my skill over here. Leiru. Double jump. Learn to double jump. Now, what's the next dangerous part? The next dangerous part is an optional danger part to get a blue dot, an energy cell. I will do that. It did not seem as dangerous as I thought it would be in my first attempt, so I'm going to do it again. I mean, I did it in my first attempt, so I guess doing it in my first attempt kind of shows you that I didn't think it was too dangerous, but it was even less dangerous than I thought it was going to be. Yes, avoided those spikes. I'm getting better at avoiding spikes. Feels good. And blue dot. So I've got 4 blue dots. Don't fall into those crushers, that would have been awful. 4 blue dots, 6 green dots. Not too bad. Let's get a couple more. So I'm not going to spend any blue dots, because if I don't spend any blue dots, then I can use them. So I'm not going to spend a blue dot there. And then we will be careful not to get crushed. That wasn't particularly careful, but I still made it. So that money egg up there is a trick. If you get that money egg, then you will not have enough blue dots to open that door. That's the trick that I fell for last time, didn't I? Silly money egg tricks. That's an ability cell. I just thought for a second there maybe I should unlock abilities, but no, need my blue dots for this door. Careful, don't fall into the laser. Don't have blue dots, can't get that. And then don't fall into the laser. Good. Next. Don't die here. It would be very sad to die here. I did not see those spikes. Nowhere close to dying, but I'm still kind of shamed about hitting those spikes. After this goes through, push this over here so it can't hit me. Giant spirit light container. Now, abilities. This one is nice. This one is nice. And this one I don't care as much about, but it's nice. This one I don't care about at all. But I care about the next one. So we're still going down that tree. Where is the way up? The way up is over here. And I can now get that money egg. That was a trick before. Money eggs don't really give you that much, though. They give you a little bit of spirit light. I guess the money eggs are more about proving that you've found it and been to all of those places than they really are about what's inside the money egg. Excellent life cell. That's 7 life. That's how much I expect to go into the Jinzo tree with. So no more life cells. I think there's one more energy cell that we get. Wonderful. Now, I was able to go through this without hitting the spikes last time. Let's see if I can repeat that feat. So far, so good. And I've done it. Not the hardest of things in the game, but still. Pretty happy about doing it. Next, this is a spot where if you're not careful, you just die. Because if you fall on the spikes, there's not really a way back up. There's not really a place you can recover from falling on the spikes. So you just die. But no problem at all. I am going to open this, and I am going to break that money egg down here. It's only a little bit of spirit light, but still a little bit. It still counts. And I think that getting those little like 5% or 10% gains are important for this type of a run. Or the run where you don't die. Granted, the main problem is lasers. In lasers, it kind of doesn't matter how much life you have. Or how many... Well, it matters a little bit how many abilities you've unlocked. Because some abilities allow you to more easily dodge lasers. The triple jump, for example, might help with some lasers. Not lasers where you're holding a ball, though. And we have saved Gumo. Let's get the water vein. There, water vein got. 1/6 of the game complete. At least the story events. Now, I am not going to do that one yet. That one's for later. What do I do next? That one to the right is for later as well. The one that I can do now, or one of the ones that I can do now, is this one. Just remember where the crushers are. Not so bad if you know where the crushers are. It's if you don't know where the crushers are that you die. In other words, you die the first time. There's a crusher. And an energy cell. Great. Next, we're going to get some spirit light containers that we needed double jump for, like that one. And then I think there's one more up here that I want to get. That one. Now, to the left of me is deadly lasers. We are not going to go through the deadly lasers. Instead, I will warp. Energy efficiency. Energy pickups give you more. Wonderful. And we're warping to Thornfelt Swamp. We can go into the Jinzo tree. Now, the only part of the Jinzo tree that I consider dangerous is the very end. Everything else I think is perfectly fine. There are some slightly tricky moments, but nothing too bad. First room, not too bad. I did this in my last attempt too, but this jump right here is slightly dangerous if you're trying to destroy the thing as you jump. But it's not too bad. I don't consider it hard enough to not try every time. This room has those invincible enemies, the only invincible enemies in the game, and the only room where they show up. What an interesting game design for these never to have appeared again. You'd think if you had programmed those enemies, you would put them in more places. And they could be in more places. There are more places that it might be interesting for them to be. I'm going to use the shortcut. Last time I just didn't use this shortcut. I don't know why. So, using this shortcut, I got a little bit hurt. Oh well. Now, this room, just need to pay attention to where you're coming out of so you don't fall on the spikes. Still hit spikes, but only once. This room, I think this is the only room where there's two teleporters that go to the same place, which is weird. Every other place, the teleporters, like there's one-to-one teleporters. One teleporter goes to a place, and no other teleporter goes to that place. But in this room in particular, both the right and the left bottom teleporters go to this top one up here. Just weird little things in this game. I guess like tiny game trivia is what I'm telling you. Mostly inconsequential game trivia, but I find it interesting. Come on, enemy. Don't like you as a mini-boss. My least favorite mini-boss. Not because he's hard. He's not hard at all. This is no problem. In fact, I did it fastest I've ever done. This one. Oh, I still got hurt. I know exactly where it's going, and I still hit the spikes there. Oh well. Now, we get Bash. The game-defining skill. I wonder if I'm on target with how many ability points I've gotten as I was last time, or if I'm ahead or behind. It's got to be very similar. Oh, did that one well. I'm gonna have it hit that though. Oh gosh. I hit the enemy. I rocketed off his projectile into him. But still, the fact that I'm getting enough life shards to keep me healthy, even when I'm getting hurt, kind of means that there's a lot of life shards available. As long as you don't get trapped in like one of the places with spikes where you're just going to get constantly hit by spikes, you'll be fine. Another energy cell. Do like all of these energy cells. Remember that energy cells equals life in this run, because saving is not important. When you die, you're done. Can I get that one? Yes. Okay. I think I've usually gotten that one from another angle, from coming from here and going down. But getting it at the beginning makes it a little bit faster to go through this room. Alright, time for the easiest mini-boss in the game. One, 2, 3, 4, and you're done. I don't know of any reason why this spirit well is important to get, but it's right here. Why not get it? It would be important if I had sustained damage during that mini-boss fight, but I didn't, so it was not important. We're getting close to the danger section. Just have to do this left and right room. Both this left and right room are basically no problem at all. But what comes after it is the problem. The escape sequence. Escape sequence is always dangerous. The right room, the trick is always to defeat all of the enemies first. Do the puzzle of this room after defeating the enemies. There we go. Enemies gone. Now we can do the puzzle. And again, I'm going to do the puzzle the slow way, because the slow way is the way that I know I can do it confidently. I'm sure there's a fast way to do this puzzle. Come to me, ball of energy. Now, for the danger part. I know what I have to do. I just have to do it. But so far, this is the most dangerous thing that I've done in this attempt, is going in here. Okay, jump. Thank you. Shoot at me. Thank you. I will not get the optional spirit life. I'll use this shot to go up faster. This part is dangerous because if you don't jump off of this effectively, you could die. Done that before. And then I think that I have no real problem. think that I have no real problem. So far, so good. Shoot at me. There we go. And then we're near the end. That was good. That was very dangerous, but I did it without much trouble. Skip cutscene. Next is getting Stomp. Getting Stomp is no problem. When is the next time I am worried about dying? I guess the next time that I'm even slightly worried about dying is after I get Stomp. I'm gonna go collect some life cells and energy cells. And those life cells and energy cells are in rooms that have some degree of danger. Not a large amount of danger, but some degree. Now this room, I can do these jumps right. I've done those jumps wrong so many times, but I can do them right. You just saw it. Good. Now, the only place that I could screw up by being overly confident here is the crushers. The underwater crushers could kill me if I'm too confident. So let's not be overly confident. Let's just be confident. Confident in my skills that I have used many times. I did actually get hit there, but it's already healed up. Over here is Keystone, and then next is the Crusher. Go through fast, don't dawdle, and you're fine. That one has the mapstone fragment. Not essential, but I like the mapstone fragments. And then up here. So there is a lot to this game that we have to go through in order to defeat the game. And so there are a lot of dangers. There's just no dangers currently that I can think of. I don't really know, by the way, how I'm going to do Mount Horu without dying. But that is for another day. I'm definitely not going to accomplish that today. That's several hours away in this run. As long as I get there. The trick is to get there at all. But once I get there, I'm going to have to learn Mount Horu. I really am. Let's get Stomp. I've learned Stomp. Now that I've learned Stomp, and we have restored the waters, we can collect some things. By the way, I really like this game design. where you're forced to defeat this enemy right after getting stomped, because that was the only way that you would know how to defeat those enemies. It's a very simple way of saying, by the way, stomp is what kills those enemies. It's good game design. Have you learned by doing? And it gives enough of a hint that you just got Stomp that the game doesn't need to actively tell you, by the way, use Stomp to defeat this enemy. You know, by the time that you get the mapstone fragment there, there's not a lot of the map left that you haven't done, right? So we've got 3 ability points. I'm waiting till I have 4. And we will now connect back to where we were before. I guess I'll get this money egg. The money eggs seem to be the least important collectible. Shoot at me. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I ran directly into you after you shot me. Sorry about that. Did not mean to. Now, I want to go down. Going down gets me to collectibles that we can now get. So here is one such collectible. The waters are clear, which means we can get this. And we have Bash, so this part is much, much easier. And we get a life cell. The next thing that I want to do, I believe, is one above this. And I don't remember what it is. Oh yes, it's this one right here. I think it's another life cell. Also, Ori, can you hit the thing? There we go. Good job, Ori. Ignore that I was angry at you for a second. So, this one, you could die because there's a crusher. Just don't get hit by the crusher. Trick the crusher. Don't let the crusher trick you. Good. Gosh. There we go, another life cell. I've got 9 life cells. 9 life cells is pretty good, I think. And next we're going to go back to the Blackroot Burrows, which is where my first attempt at this challenge died. Let's do it. So the Blackroot Burrows has lasers that kill you in one hit. And in particular, it has lasers that kill you in one hit while you are holding a ball. And that while you're holding a ball is really important because you can't use double jump or bash or anything else that could make it a little bit easier to not get hit by the lasers. That is what I have to tell myself. The important thing is to be extremely careful and have a little bit of confidence, because I think the last time that I died, it was partially due to being a little too scared. Now, I want to get on top of that thing. And then we can go up here and get this spirit light container. And then we go carefully down. It's important to go careful because we can't see anything. And there are probably spikes. I don't know that there are spikes because, as I said, I can't see them. But I believe that there are spikes. I believe it because I know how this game does things. Alright, let's unlock a couple of abilities. These two. Wonderful. Now I should be gaining ability points faster. Next, I'm going to go down the efficiency tree because the efficiency tree has some really nice abilities in it. Alright, here's the ball. Ball, I blame you for my previous death. I want you to know that. Careful, there are some spiders we have to avoid. And by have to avoid, I mean jump over their shots. There we go. That was not too bad. Get that. And then here is a very dangerous spot. It is very dangerous because if I don't land on the tiny little pillars, then I land on spikes. I'm being a lot slower here because I really don't want to die. So, make that jump, make this jump, make that jump. Alright, here's where I died last time. Careful. We're just going to wait out that one. Oop, I need to press the jump button. There we go. Alright, don't fall back down. There, I've made it further than I've ever made it before in this particular challenge. I'm going down here because there's an ability cell that I know about. Bring me to the ability cell. Great. An ability cell. Now we have to go back. And I don't think there's currently danger. It's just slightly tricky platforming. And I need to go to the right. I got hit by that enemy. There we go. Opened a door. Next room, there are also deadly lasers. So, have to be very careful. Let's go toward the deadly lasers. Here they are. That's a deadly laser. Deadly laser stopped. Alright. So if I drop the ball here, then I can go up here, turn this. Wonderful. Now, I don't remember entirely how this works. Is the deadly laser off? I think it's just off. Let's put the ball in the thing. When I see statues in the real world, I always look around for a ball to put inside them. And trees. Trees, apparently, you want to put balls inside trees too. Great. Now, where do I go? I go right here. Let's get a skill. Now there is something to the right of me that I can get. Question, do I want to get it? Let's go for it. Mapstone fragment. Wonderful. Now, I don't like jumping down into spikes. Okay, being careful. I remember this. The real thing that you want to do here is defeat all the enemies and then go back up. Beat the enemies and then go up. Great. Now we go back up and we turn the crank. Oh right, I need to remember that I cannot dash in the air. Not yet, anyway. Oops, that was dumb. We need to pull that lever and keep it pulled. There. Now go. Dash over there. Wonderful. Now, oh gosh. What's over here is a boulder. I died to that boulder in a previous run, and I actually don't know what you're supposed to do. So we're just gonna skip that. If I had played that section more than once ever, I might be more confident and go over there, but I don't know. Don't want to die to a boulder. Oh gosh, here are some deadly lasers. I'm going to do that again. Alright. Oh ho, I feel like that was close. A lot closer than I would prefer it to be. Alright, another deadly laser. I really do not like the prevalence of deadly lasers in this world. And there's more deadly lasers. I remember this. There are more deadly lasers. This one. Oh gosh. And you can't really see where the safe spot is that you have to get to. Okay. I don't like these jumping things next to deadly lasers. Okay. Still good. Now this, remember I cannot dash in the air. Got it. Now, whatever I do, I should not fall down. Because if I fall down, I have to go past that again. Do not fall down. This is Nehru as a kid. Although she was lightless, cannot skip this cutscene. A friendship still formed. Because the basis of friendship is not whether somebody is light or dark. That is what this game is teaching us, right? Nehru's dad. He's kind of angry about something. Never learn what? So, over here, we go down. Don't like making a jump when I can't see where I'm going. There we go. There it is. Great. This is Spirit Burst. Or, not Spirit Burst, Light Burst. Light Burst is great. We need it very much. I need to learn Light Burst. This one. I would really hate for myself to die, for this run to end, because I pressed the wrong button. That would be a terrible reason for this run to end. So let's not do that. Alright. We need to go in there. Almost got it. Oops. When I originally went through this, I did not know that Light Burst consumed energy. I didn't even notice that my blue cells were going away. This time, I know that, so I will be a little bit less overusing of the skill. Or bird. We're going to throw a Light Burst at you. Oh, that did not do as much damage as I thought it might. So, I remember there being something up here. And I don't recall there being any danger for getting it. You just need to use your Light Burst skill. Yeah. So, let's get the thing. It is an energy, or not an energy, an ability cell. How nice. Let's use it. I will get Charge Flame Efficiency, halves the cost of Charge Flame. That preserves my blue dots a little bit. Air Dash will be very nice to get. So I'll get that one soon. Let's see here. This is a place where we could use a Light Burst. Well, not quite. Now remember, there's a deadly laser there. I need to be very careful. Okay, I did not time that well. We'll try it again. There we go. Now, I know that I can go down and there are more collectibles in this place. But the real question is it too dangerous to go down? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let's restore some of our green dots. I'm also going to use this to unlock Air Dash. So, I used a blue dot to get some green dots. Gonna do that again. We will throw a Light Burst up here and bounce off of it. Didn't exactly get that well. And get this ability cell. Great. So, let's look at the map. I think it might be better for me to go back up and ignore the down path than it would be for me to go through this entire area. That's what I think. So with that thought, that's what I'm going to do. Were there deadly lasers that I need to be careful about up here? It looks like there is a hole right there. Nope. Oh gosh. Alright. Let's defeat this enemy. And refresh some more green dots. There is a deadly laser up there. So I need to be very careful about the deadly laser. Very careful. There we go. That was being very careful. I can still get hit by this deadly laser. Or those spikes. Oh my gosh. I have 1 life. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back through. I'm going to convert another blue dot into some green dots. I do not like how close I am to dying. So, I need to go through. That enemy just appeared down there. Let's defeat him, just in case that becomes an important part of us surviving. And beware the deadly laser. I did get some blue dots there. I'm going to go back down and use a blue dot to get some more green dots. I'm going to use another one too. If I get out of Blackroot Burrows, then I'll be a whole lot safer. I have both of the skills that I wanted to get down here. So now I just need to survive. So. Survived that. Now, I think the best way to deal with this enemy is to bash off of him. There we go. Next. There are a lot of enemies, but they're not too scary. Wonderful. The crisis moment has passed. Let's continue on. I would like some more blue dots, though. More blue dots would be very beneficial. I'm back up to full health at least. And we're out of Blackroot Burrows. Now, let's get some collectibles. I know that there are some over here that we can get. That's an ability cell. That's a very nice collectible to get. Let's do it. That was not an ability cell. That was a spirit light container. It tricked me. I wanted an ability cell. I think there's something above me that I can get. Right up there. Yeah. So if I throw a spirit... That went further than I thought it was going to. Let's defeat this enemy that's jumping below me. And then throw that up. And this one is an ability cell. Wonderful. I don't have enough blue dots. I think that there's something over here. Past those spikes. I can get past those spikes. There are some nice things over there, but they require blue dots. Like 4 blue dots to open a door. So I'm not going to do that yet. I could go through Misty Woods. The Misty Woods I'm not worried about dying at. So I could go through Misty Woods and come back here after that. I'll have at least one more skill, the climb skill. Not that that allows me to get any other things. I'm going this way because there is something above me. I can do the something above me now, I think. It's easier to get to over here. Yeah. Oh, I see deadly lasers. Deadly lasers do scare me. We need to go up over here. So I need to use this rock to block the deadly lasers. Let's do that. I will not jump down. Jumping down could be very dangerous. So I've opened that door. That door brings us back over here, and there is something to collect over here, now that we've got double jump. I think all you need is double jump. Maybe I need to bash and double jump. There we go. Now, I need to go down, but I need to go down to the right of my rock. The safest way to do that is to go down over here. There's my rock. I know that because I have died at this place before. Now, don't touch the laser. Good. Did not touch the laser. There's still more to do up here. Let's bounce off this bird so that we don't die. I got far too hurt. Far too hurt there. I did defeat him with a light burst. That was my intention, but the light burst didn't go as far as I thought it would. Ultra Soul Link. That allows me to turn blue dots into green dots more efficiently. Charge Dash. Not going to use that. But the next thing that I really want is Ultra Defense and Soul Link efficiency. So we're going down this path. And then after I go down that path, we're going to go down some more combat abilities. Because the combat abilities are important for making sure enemies don't kill you. Oh gosh. Let's throw a light burst directly up. There. That opened a door. I'm going to bounce off of that guy. Doing that to try to avoid getting hit. Still got hit. Now, I want to use a light burst to get up. And let's bounce it off of that. There we go. There. Another ability cell. Anything else up here? I've been up there. I could go and get that ability cell on the map. Let's do that one. That one's close by. Ah, enemy. Where is that? Ah! Oh my gosh, the Stomper fell all the way down. I'm going to use a blue dot to make some green dots. I'm not currently worried about dying at all, which is why I'm being a little bit more cavalier about my movements. And ability cell. Great. Let's get the next ability, which is water breathing. The least important ability in the ability tree. And there are some clunkers in there, so I really mean it when I say that. I want to go up. I can go to the right to go up. Yeah, I have made great progress on the ability tree. I feel very good about how many abilities I have. It certainly feels like at the beginning of this game you unlock things extremely quickly, and I'm not upset by that. I think that the game design could be a little bit more tight if you didn't unlock things as quickly as you do, but given that's how it works, I'm going to use that to my advantage. Now, this. We can dash in the air. Great. I have an extra map stone fragment. I think that's one that I got from the Blackroot burrows, but I didn't go far enough down to actually find the map stone. So we're just going to hold on to that for a while. Let's defeat some enemies before I get that thing beneath me. Oh gosh. Let's defeat some enemies, like I said that I was going to do. There we go. Another ability cell. Very nice. How do you open that? Don't know. But I would like to get all of this stuff up here. Oop, there's a thing. Maybe that's what opens that. It is. Now, there's something over here. And it's just a money egg, but that's fine. Money eggs are nice. They're just not that impactful. Okay, anything dangerous here? There's crushers. Okay, crushers are dangerous. I have water breath, so I can go through this as slowly as I want. Beware all of the crushers. Don't want to instantly die. Beware the fish. Could have avoided those spikes by using my air dash, I guess. So I remember that crusher there, and I remember that I can just avoid it entirely. So let's avoid it entirely. And we get another energy cell. Very nice. Now, remember there are crushers. Don't want to die from crushers. I'm saying this mostly for my own benefit. I think that's clear, but still. And let's go to the Misty Woods. I mean, I have to kind of go up Sorrow Pass a little bit before I go to the Misty Woods. But the main thing I'm doing is the Misty Woods. And I think that I'm going to end this stream after I complete the Misty Woods, and then I will continue this run on a future stream. That will probably be Saturday. I will put it up on my channel so that you can know when it's coming. I'm confident enough to start advertising my next stream. Confident that I'm not going to just die right here. Just going backward. Let's not go backward. Let's go through the Misty Woods. I remember that there's a fish over here. Oh, fish is gone. Fish got destroyed in the explosion. Now, there are kind of a lot of spikes. Let's be careful about spikes. There's a bird up here. The bird is an easy way up. Also, apparently the bird hit some spikes. Alright, this part is actually somewhat dangerous. Oh, I missed it. There we go. Let's get this ability cell. And might as well unlock another ability, right? This one is nice. And the next two are nice too. So I'm quite happy about where we are with the next couple abilities. Oh gosh, I got hit by a thing in midair. Oh, he died. I was gonna use him. I wanted to use his shots to get up. Alright. I have other ways up. Darn. There are other ways up. Like that. Okay. It was just a little bit more dangerous than the path I was planning to use. Defeated him with the light burst. I did that intentionally. The reason that I did that is because one of the achievements that I have not collected in this game is defeating 50 enemies with light bursts. So I might as well make some progress on that when it's easy. Now, we're going to, quote, distract Kuro. It's a very violent way of distracting Kuro. And we do get another skill right here. We're getting Kuro's Feather, which is sort of an item, sort of a skill. Come on, Ori, pick it up. Woo. And then might as well refresh at the Spirit Well and go to the Misty Woods. Now, I know from my speed run that going through the Misty Woods really fast is actually not a bad way to do it. But there are some places where you really just want to kill the enemies before you go. Let's destroy this enemy. There's also a bird up there that we will destroy. Got him. Got him with spirit bursts. Or light bursts. Can never get the name of that skill correctly, it seems. The Shrouded Lantern. Now, I don't think that there are... I guess there are a couple places in the Misty Woods where you can die instantly, but only a couple, and I don't think that they are the hardest of that type of thing. will go up here. Let's get this spirit light container. There we go. This, I discovered, you can just bash through it. Makes that section a lot easier than trying to time it. Okay, in my speed run, I died here. So let's not die here. Or maybe this wasn't the speed run. No, I think this was the speed run where I died there. Remember to use Kuro's Feather. Kuro's Feather makes it easier to do this. Yeah, there we go. I bashed off of him because I thought it was a lot safer. And refresh some green dots. And then what is this section? This is a section where we want to use Kuro's Feather. One of 4 keystones. Now, careful of the bird. There, bird gone. Careful of the spikes. As long as I take this slow, just float all the way down, we're fine. He walked into that spirit first, himself. He's got no one to blame but himself. Oh, the spirit burst got up there. I wanted to bounce off of it so that I could get this. Another ability cell. Now, is there anything dangerous coming up? I don't think so. I think the most dangerous spot happens after you get the climb skill. You have to go through the mushroom part. It's the Shrouded Lantern. I'm going to unlock the next ability. Triple Jump. Yes. Triple Jump is a good ability to have. It gives me one extra little thing I could do to avoid danger. I think that the triple jump has only a few parts in the game where it makes things significantly safer, and I think most of those are in Mount Horu. I would like to bounce off of one of your projectiles, please. Holy cow. Okay, I'm almost dead. I want to kill this enemy so that I can use Soul Link and get some health. There we go. Oh, it's still considered near enemies? Okay, what if we go over here? There we go. I'm just gonna wait for my Soul Link meter to go up. Get some more health. Do that again. Alright. That was not a section I expected to be that dangerous, but it apparently was. You do not want to hit any of these spikes. These spikes are particularly dangerous spikes. You might think that the spikes are just like biome specific, that they look different because of the biome, but they're essentially the same, and that's not true. The different spikes deal different amounts of damage. I've learned to notice some of what the most dangerous spikes look like. Okay. I like defeating those enemies with the light bursts. I think those are some enemies that are nicer to defeat with light bursts. particularly when they're on the wall and they're far away from you. Got him. And I think the light burst auto targets, especially when you're in the air. Now, this is a part that has some spikes. That's not too scary. And then this enemy is annoying. Tag him with some spirit light. Now, where are we going? Straight down? Straight down is safe? Okay. And we're gonna get the climb skill. Huzzah. Climb does make things safer. I have disrespected the climb skill many times, but one of the things that I can say about the climb skill is it makes things a little bit more convenient and a little bit safer. Safety matters a lot more to me in this run than it has ever mattered to me in Ori and the Blind Forest. So I appreciate the climb skill much more than I have before. So we need to climb on this one, climb on that one, go up here. I like to stomp these enemies. I think they're a particularly good enemy to stomp. Now this Stomper has tricked me before, so we're going to kill him rather than knock him down. And this part is relatively easy of all of the mushroom sections. The mushroom section that I dislike the most is where the mushrooms are just going at their own speed, rather than going at the speed that you're going. Now, here are deadly lasers. This is the only place in the Misty Woods where I think there are deadly lasers. Now, I need to jump past this one. Yes. I've done that enough times to know exactly what to do. Now here, the mushrooms go at their own speed. Very annoying. Don't like those mushrooms. Least favorite mushrooms. Over here, I think that we need to go past a bunch of spikes again. And it will behoove me to kill enemies. Great. So, spikes. Now that enemy is one that we can bash off of. Same with that one. We can bash off of this. And just hold on to this real quick. Great. Safe spot. Next, I don't like that the lantern is swinging. That does actually make it harder. And safety. What else is in the Misty Woods? There's this enemy. I don't think we need to deal with that guy. Let's just not deal with that guy. There is something up here. That was a good one. That was a big one. I could use that enemy, but I think I'd rather use my own jumping. My own light bursts. Now, I've got all 4 keystones. So the next part is using those keystones. Wish I could see the shot that I'm trying to dodge on the screen. Okay, let's just defeat these enemies. You don't have to defeat these enemies, I could just bash through them. But I think it's a little bit safer to just defeat them all. Oh, right. This section. I don't think I've ever hit one of those hanging bramble balls in all of my runs. I don't know. I guess I'm just fine with those. This enemy is so annoying. Got him. I remember this. Let's save over here. Refresh a couple of green dots. And then bounce up. Remember not to bounce at the enemy. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Far too many enemies immediately around me. I want to hit this with a light burst. There. Now, I want to use their shortcut. Easiest way to do that. Bounce up here. And let's refresh a couple of green dots. Pretty much always a good idea to do that. Oh. I did something very weird there. I bounced off of him and still got hit by him. Let's refresh a couple of more green dots. Gosh. Why am I getting hit by these stompers? Alright, refresh a couple of more green dots. I know that there is a mini-boss coming. I'm really not worried about the mini-boss, but perhaps I should be based on how poorly I'm doing. I think I'm just getting a little bit weary. Like, I've been playing this game for what is it now? Probably not a good time to look at the time. 3 hours. 3 hours is a long time. So I'm trying to be more careful because I'm getting a little bit weary. I'd like to defeat this enemy, right? There we go. But we're almost through the Misty Woods, and after the Misty Woods, I'm going to call this a stream. Okay, let's go restore the light to the Misty Woods. I'm just going to take it extra slow through this part. No reason to rush. In fact, there's plenty of reasons not to rush. Jump over these spikes. This enemy is annoying because I have to dodge the little ball coming at me while defeating him. And there we go. Let's get a Gumon seal. Very elaborate way of hiding the Gumon seal, right? The Gumons were very crafty inventors. Great. So let's save. That's not how you save. This is how you save. Save, and let's look at what I've got. So this run I've been on for 1 hour and 41 minutes. I am through 3 of the world events. Next is going through the Forlorn Ruins and getting the Element of Winds. Still have 6 more life cells I could collect. Not going to collect all of them probably, but it would be good to get most of them. And then I have every skill except for Charge Jump. Feels pretty good so far. So, as I said, I will be continuing this run on another stream, probably on Saturday. And check my channel in an hour or two to see what time it is. Thanks.